guys, it's Jessica with Fantabulosity.com again, and today I'm going to do a tutorial on how I do my beach waves. So anyway, let's get started. I have freshly washed hair. I've told you in the past that typically when I wash my hair, I straighten it that day, and then the next day I just do my beach waves without even washing my hair, so I can go, every other day without washing my hair, which is healthy and a big time saver for me in the morning. But today I was in a mad rush yesterday, didn't get to shower, so I already had the second day hair going on, so I needed to wash it today, and I wanted to do my beach waves tutorial. So anyway, you can do it either way. Honestly, it's not that huge of a difference, but I tend to think when you're on day 2 of your hair that it curls a little better. So anyway, let's get started. So I'm a goofball, and I completely forgot I was doing this and went about my business, and I went ahead and put the mousse in my hair, but I'm still going to show you anyway. So the first thing I do after I wash my hair, I haven't even dried it yet, I put my Big Sexy Root Pump Plus in my hair, and what I do is I shake it real good because it's a mousse, and I just grab a section, and I'll spray some more, and I spray it in, and since I've already done this, I kind of hate to do it again, but I guess it doesn't hurt, does it? I don't know. I don't do hair. Anyway, I just lift up little sections and kind of spray underneath it where I want. And sometimes it drips down in my hair, and I just gotta do that. I don't know if that's good or bad, but you know what? When you're a mom and you're trying to get out the door to be at the office, you kind of just do what you can. So anyway, so I put that in, and then I'm going to take a break for a second, and I'm going to dry my hair, and I don't think you really have to watch me blow dry my hair because I'm pretty sure you probably already know how to do that. So anyway, be right back. Okay, I am back with my dry hair now, and so what I'm going to do next is, it's hot after you blow dry your hair. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab kind of like a top section like that and pull it back. And I have some kind of thick hair going on. Something happened after I had my 2 babies. My hair got thicker. I don't know. But anyway, I just kind of roll it on top of my head, and I stick the clip in. And I don't even know how to use one of those clips very well, so it doesn't always hold. So anyway, I may need to get a second clip. But anyway, so I just kind of put a top part on top of my head so I can work with the bottom layer first. Okay, my next step is I use my Chi Iron Guard spray, and it's a thermal protection spray. I don't know if you're supposed to use this before you dry your hair even. I don't know. But anyway, I use it before I use my straightener or my curling one. So what I do is I just spray it all over the bottom section. Make sure it's good and, you can feel it. It doesn't have to be soaking in it, but, oh, and you're going to laugh. My 1-year-old carried off my brush/comb that I use every day this morning, and I can't find it, so I'm using my husband's. Don't tell him, but he always knows when I use it because it has pieces of my hair on it. He tells me I'm gross. So anyway, okay, I've been heating up my curling wand. If you do not have this curling wand, I think you're missing out. It is so hard to find this kind of for some reason in where I live, which that's normal. But anyway, it's just a bed head curling wand. It's a 1-inch barrel, and it's not tapered. There are a lot of tapered ones out there. This one is not tapered. But good news for you. I put a link at the bottom of this post of where you can buy it right now. So anyway, make it easy on you. So yeah, and just like I said, I don't know how to put my hair on these little clips like those professional stylists do. So I just grabbed another one, made sure it didn't fall down. So first thing I do is just grab a section. Grab about a 1-inch piece of hair. 1-inch section, I guess I should say. So, gosh, this is so crazy doing it backwards. So what you want to do is every 1-inch strand that you do, you want to roll it forward one, and then on the next strand you want to roll it backwards. So that kind of gives it a little diversity, and it doesn't look like it's a perfectly curled massive hair. But anyway, on the first strand, right by my face, I always curl it out. And why do I do that? Because if I curl it in, it'll be in my face all day, hit me on the cheek, and it's super annoying. I also don't go all the way up. I can't remember if I'm supposed to or if you should or not, but I don't. And the reason for that is because I hate it when it's curled and it's bouncing off my forehead all day. So I kind of like to keep it straight at the top. So just a little wave at the bottom. So starting out, what you're going to do is you'll have that 1-inch piece, and then I'm starting midway on this first piece. And I lay it on there, and I'm spinning it out. You wrap it around, and you kind of hold it in place. And I kind of tilt it on this first one too to kind of make it curl out. Okay, so about, I don't know how many seconds it was. My hair curls really well, so I don't keep it in as long as others probably should. But you also don't want it to be a big curly mess either. You're trying to do beach waves, not curls. So anyway, just kind of play with it and see how long I'm going to hold it in. And then what I'm doing right now is the trick too. So when you pull it out, you want to cup your hand underneath that curl that you just did, and you want to hold it. And the reason why is because when the hair is cooling off, it's locking that curl into place. So whereas you would have just pulled the curling one out and let it fall, it wouldn't have held so well. So anyway, hold that for about 10 seconds and then let it go. So anyway, I talked so long, it kind of turned into a curl. So anyway, but I can I can brush it out. You won't have that problem because you won't be talking to anybody when you do yours. Anyway, so the next strand, now this one I'm going to go all the way to the top. But this time I'm going to go under instead of out. And I'm going to hold the curling one straight across. Oh my gosh, it's so crazy to do it backwards. Do it straight across. And then you're going to hold for a few seconds. Pull it out. Since I just washed my hair today, my hair is curling really, really well. So I am not leaving it in long, especially because this one turned out to be so curly. So anyway, oh my word. Yeah, I'm like super curl today. I'm going to have to improvise on that. Okay, so anyway, the next section, reverse it. So we're going to go out. And I'm wrapping my hair around. What I'm trying to do is, when I first started doing this, I noticed I was twisting my hair as I was spinning it around the wand. And I don't know if that's supposed to happen, but now I've gotten to where when I wrap it around in like a flat way. I left that in there if you want to. I gotta quit talking. And the reason I just like let it go is because I didn't want it to sit and hold curl as much. But anyway, so really I gotta say, by the second time I started getting the hang of it a little more. The first time I was burning my hand so much it wasn't even funny. And then and I was wrapping it around wrong and it just wasn't working out. But I'm telling you, by the second time I was getting the hang of it. They do send a glove with this curling one so you don't burn your hand. Now, can you see that? It's starting to get a little better because I'm watching what I'm doing. I'm not talking forever. So anyway, let's see. What I'll do is I'm not going to do a whole lengthy tutorial. You don't have to sit here and watch me do the whole thing. But this one, I don't know why, but this one, since I did this one out, I do this one in. And I don't go all the way up again. I just kind of, and that little piece curls so well, so there we go. Sometimes I do have to recurl that first one because I don't leave it in too long, and sometimes it does fall out. But those little front pieces tend to curl so well if you're not careful. Okay, that first one was in, so this one is out. Hopefully you can see, hopefully you can see it. Anyway, I don't wear the glove, probably because I'm crazy, but I can't feel my hair when I wear that glove, so I can't feel what I'm grabbing. It kind of weirds me out. So anyway, I'm going to pause the camera there. I'm going to finish curling the bottom layer. I'm going to click it back on when I'm getting ready to let the top layer down, so that way you're not sitting here forever. So anyway, I'll be right back. I am back. I have curled the rest of my bottom layer, I think. Sometimes you can't see the back. Anyway, so the next step is to take off 59 clips that I just put in my hair. One hair, no, my two. I take them out and I just let it fall. It kind of just hangs out in the back. And I grab my Iron Guard spray again, and I spray what was flipped up. And then I slightly make sure I don't brush my ones I just curl. I brush out, kind of brush in the Iron Guard spray. And I go ahead and just grab my first piece of hair. So, this one, I can't remember if I typically curl it in or out, but doesn't matter. I probably mix it up every day. I'm going to do this one out for some reason. I'm going to wrap it around and hold it. And like I said earlier, make sure you're holding it straight. Don't diagonal it or anything. You don't need to do that. And then let it go. Put your hand underneath it. Hold it up there for a little bit until you kind of feel it starting to cool off. And there you see it. So, anyway, this one, and since it's next to it, I'll do this one under, step over for the little diversity, and hold it there. Try not to burn your hand, try not to burn your head. Hold it, and let go. Okay, so I'm going to do the rest all the way around, and I'll come back for the last and final step. I have finished curling all of my beach waves, and as you can tell right now, they look more like banana curls, but I'm going to fix that. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and leave my straightener on just in case when I'm doing this final step, I notice that I forgot a straightener. That happens all the time. And usually if my husband's getting ready with me, I do this, and I say, okay, stand behind me, do I have any straight pieces? And usually he's like, yes. How do you always miss that? So I may have one right now, and I don't even know it, but that's because I haven't really looked or had a mirror. Anyway, so the next step is I get my pliable polish from Chi that I love so much. And I put a little dab. Oop! I said a little dab. I don't know really if that's a little dab. Anyway, and I just kind of rub it together. I rub it between my fingers, and this is why. Because when I start going through my curls to create the beach waves, my hair is not so much touching my palms of my hands where I've rubbed it. It's going between my fingers. So every once in a while I kind of do that. And then I go at the top, and I'm not gentle. That was why my biggest fear in the beginning. I was like, oh my gosh, if I do that, I'm going to brush out all the curl, and it's not going to work. No. Not with my hair at least. So anyway, so the pieces right up front, since I talked too much a while ago, they are still a little curly, but the good thing about that is I can probably wear my hair this way tomorrow, and I'll sleep on it, and it won't be as curly, and it'll look like the natural beach waves that I would desire. So anyway, I take that pliable polish too, and I kind of run it right over here, because I have a lot of new hair coming in, and some days it just kind of wants to fly away, and doesn't really know what it's wanting to do. So anyway, okay, oh boy, like right there. So anyway, I just kind of mess with it, kind of get it to the look I want it to be in, and then I have that stuff all over my hands, so let me wash it off. Okay, so the very next thing I do, and the last thing, is I grab my big sexy Spray and Play hairspray. This is the Spray and Play harder, but my favorite is the Spray and Play. This is all I could find the other day when I ran out. But anyway, so I kind of put my hair the way I want it, which typically I like to kind of push it all on one side, then I let one side in the back. And I just kind of go crazy, spraying and securing the waves. And I kind of bunch it up, give me a little volume, make sure I don't have the crazy flyaways going on. And that's it. So, it is a little curly today. That's my fault. I talk too much. But anyway, I think you get the gist, right? So anyway, that's my last and final step of how to do beach waves. And hopefully I mess with it a couple more times before I walk out the door. And I'm done. So anyway, I hope you found that helpful. And I will be back soon with something else, I'm sure. Thanks for watching. Bye.